So we do have the node ring, which is very useful for setting flags on nodes. You can just hover over a node and the node ring will come up and you can click to set the different flags. This is also useful if you are zoomed out, where it's difficult to click on the flags on the node itself. Now we do have hotkeys for the different flags, and so we'll talk about those in this section. Let's start with the display flag. The shortcut for that is R. So you can press and hold R and then you can left click on a node where you want to set the flag, or you can press and hold R and drag out a box over the node where you want to set that flag. Or with a node selected, you can also press R to set the flag. What's great about this is that you can press and hold R and left click anywhere on the node, and that will set a flag, so in this example the display flag, without worrying about where you click, so it will not accidentally toggle another flag when you do that. Or again, you can do a drag out a box selection, holding R, and that will also set the display flag. QOB is for the bypass flag, which is going to disable the node. Now the input geometry is going to pass through the node to the output unchanged, which is useful for testing. The shortcut E is for the template flag, which will make the geometry visible, even if that node does not have the display flag set. T allows us to set the render flag on the node, and you will notice where the display flag usually goes, that rightmost bar on the node will be set to this purple color instead of blue, and we have this purple circle around the node as well. So usually the render flag is set to whatever we have the display flag on, right? But you can separate those two out. So you can set one node to provide the geometry in the viewer. You want that to be displayed in the 3D view. And then you can set the render flag on another node, and that geometry will then show up at render time. I'd also like to mention that you can right click on a node, and that will also give you a flags menu where you can set the flags.